Greeting grade 8. Today, we are going to do an interpretation. So, let me take you. Firstly, I would like to observe the outside of the map. We will firstly begin by the scale. So, if we are observing the scale, our scale on the map is 1:50,000. What does that mean? That means 1 unit on this paper, on your map, represents 50,000 units on the ground. Moving forward, on this map, we have longitude and latitude. Okay, when we talk about longitude, that direction, they move from north to south. Those lines are called longitude. They move from north to south. Then we have latitude. Latitude, they move from west to east. So on the latitude, we have something that is called an equator. A line that is called an equator. That is the most important latitude line. It contains 0 degrees. And the Greenwich meridian on the longitude, that contains 0 degrees. Grade 8. You should know this. Those are the most important things. Now, moving forward, to interpret symbols. Those are the symbols that are given to make it easy for you to interpret the symbols that are given on the map. Firstly, I would like us to observe, for example, school, the S. What does S represent? S represents school. When you see S on the map, that means on that particular area, there is a school on that area. And PS means there is a police station on that school. For example, then moving forward to the land like cultivated land. How do you see a cultivated land on your map? A cultivated land, it will be highlighted in a green and small, in a green and lime green. For example, if you may take a look, come closer. If you may take a look, for example, in this map, this is our cultivated land. Now, grade 8, I want to give you this thing. On our map, if you may take a look up there, we have what is called degrees, minutes, second, and the direction of the map. So, the degrees are represented in this symbol. For example, here we have 24 degrees. Then when it comes to second, we have second. For example, let's say we have 18 minutes. Then minutes, this symbol represents minutes, which means we have 18 minutes. For example, here on our map, we have 15 minutes. Then we have seconds. Then second, for example, let me say we have second. For example, we have 5 seconds. 5 seconds, how do you calculate 5 seconds? Because here we have minutes. This is 15 minutes on another latitude, which means it's 16 minutes. Between those 15 minutes and 16 minutes, we have 16 seconds here. This is where you get your second. Then we have velocity direction, which is south. Our direction here is south. So that was our interpretation for today. Thank you very much.
Alright, guys. Today we look at map interpretation, but we mainly focus on 4 things that represent height on a map, which is contour line, spot height, benchmark, and creep recall. What are contour lines? Contour lines are thin brown lines that are found on a map that join all places at the same height. The importance of contour lines: they show the shape of the land. It's either a mountain, valley, or a slope. When the contour lines are close together, by looking at this view, it means that there is a steep slope. But when contour lines that are far away from one another, which means there is a gentle slope. Let's move forward. By looking at A2, we found a spot height number 2. Alright, moving forward to trip recall. Trip recall is represented by a small triangle with a trip recall number and a number that represents the height of the trip recall. Maybe it's 204.4. This number is representing the trip beacon. Then this number represents the height of trip beacon. Now let's make it an example. Let's go to A1. We found a trip beacon number 41. Then the trip beacon height, this is 500,2. Thank you.
Okay, grade 8. Today we are going to look at the magnetic declination. A magnetic declination, it is the angle between a magnetic north and a true north. Right, a magnetic declination, it is calculated when the map is drawn. Right, on the magnetic declination, there is this important part when you need to calculate what a magnetic declination. There's something called a mean magnetic declination. For example, in this map, there is a mean magnetic declination which is 25 degrees 7 minutes west of true north. The west of true north, it is the direction. In South Africa and the rest of Africa, it is represented on the true north moving westward. And the year here is representing in which the map was published, right? So there's something called a mean annual change, which is a 7 minutes westward. This 7 minutes means how much the map changes each year. So we're going to calculate using this information here, looking at magnetic declination for the current year, which is 2025, right? And the magnetic declination, the first step, you need to write mean magnetic declination, which is what? 25 degrees 7 minutes west of true north. Right, that's the first step. Second step, you need to write a mean annual change, which is what? 7 minutes westward. Right. Another following it is difference in years. Difference in years, you need to subtract the current year or the year that you are calculating for. For instance, in this, we are calculating current year, which is 2025, and minus this year in which the map was published, which is 2009, which gives you 16 years. Then a magnetic declination, you are going to take these 7 minutes multiplied by 16 years. 16 years multiplied by 7 minutes, which gives you what? 112 minutes. So you are going to take this mean magnetic declination, which is 25 degrees 7 minutes plus this 112 minutes, which is going to give you 25 degrees and 7 plus 112, which is 119 minutes. In this case, we are having the minutes that are above 60. So we need to minus 60. This 60 is equal to what? 1 degrees. Meaning we are going to have 26 degrees, 119 minus 60, that is 59 minutes west of true north. Your answer, final answer, needs to be like this. Thank you.
How to calculate the distance? When calculating the distance, you need to have distance between the 2 points on your map using a ruler and the map scale to convert this measurement. So when calculating the distance, we use different units to convert. We have kilometers, meters, centimeters, and millimeters. So when converting from kilometers to meters, we multiply by 1000. And then from meters to centimeters, we multiply by 100. From centimeters to millimeters, we multiply by 10. And then when converting from millimeters to centimeters, we divide by 10. And then from centimeters to meters, we divide by 100. And then the last one, from meters to kilometers, we divide by 1000. So now, let's do the practical examples of how to calculate the distance. Let's say we have the statement says, calculate the distance from the trip we call number 691 .92 spot height number 751. Your answer must be in kilometers. So you need to first look at your scale, which is 1:50,000, of which means 1 centimeter on your map represent 50,000 in reality. So we want our answer to be in what? To be in kilometers. So we firstly have to convert these 50,000 to what? To kilometers. We said when converting centimeters from kilometers, we do what? We divide. So let's take this 50,000, of which is our scale, divide by, which our converting factor is this 100 and 1000, which will give us 100,000. So 50,000 divided by 100,000 is 0.5 kilometers. This is the converting factor we will use when calculating what? Our distance. So now we need to measure the distance from our trip we call to its spot height. So let's say our measure give us 6.3 centimeters. And then we have to multiply these 6.3 centimeters with 0.5 kilometers, which give us 6.3 times 0.5 kilometers. Our answer is 3.15 kilometers. So this is our final answer. Thank you.
Today we're going to learn about true bearing or bearing. So before attempting to answer this question, which is saying find a bearing or true bearing of spot height 751 block E3 from spot height 753 block E2, you must firstly understand what is true bearing. So true bearing, we are referring to the distance between 2 points, okay? Or we are referring to the direction, which is measured in degrees. So in this case, we are going to find the true bearing of spot height 751 E3 from spot height 753 block E2. So always, before answering this question, you must take note of the word from. So in this case, we are starting from spot height 753 block E2. So let us go to this block, which is 753 block E2, and we are going to make a cross. Let us make our cross in this block using a straight ruler. Right. We have made a cross. So what is following after making a cross? You must take your protractor. Always place your protractor starting from your right hand side, not your left hand side. Okay? But before placing your protractor, on your right hand side, you must connect these two places. Okay, let us first connect these two places because we are starting from spot height 753 to Bani to spot height 751. Let us connect these two places. Right, connect using a straight ruler. Right, we are done connecting these two places. Now we can place our protractor starting from the right hand side. Right, let us place our protractor. So here we start from 0 degrees until 180 degrees. Okay, right, let's count. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. It's almost 145. It's almost 145 degrees. So what are we going to do now? We are going to write 145 here, which means true bearing is equal to 145 degrees. You must always put degrees. If you did not put degrees, you will not get any mark. So there is another case of this calculation whereby the angle is now above 180. So what are you going to do? Let me make an example. Let's say we were connecting, let me make this practical example. Let's say there was a spot height here, which is maybe 7, let's say 58. Spot height 7558. And then I said to you, you must take note of the weight from, which means we're starting from 753, block E2, and make a cross. Unfortunately, in this case, we already made a cross. Now let us connect these two places using a straight ruler. Let us connect. Right? After connecting these two places, we are going to take our protractor. Now, I said to you, always when you start calculating true bearing, you must put your protractor on your right hand side first. Okay, let us do that. Okay, our protractor on our right hand side. Okay, in this case, our true bearing has completed 180 degrees. So what are we going to do? As a learner, as a grade 8 learner, you must write 180 on your paper and put a plus sign. What does this plus sign mean? It means that you are not done calculating true bearing. Now you turn your protractor on your left hand side. Again, using the same method, starting from 0 again. 0, 10, 20, 30, it's 33, meaning plus 33 degrees, because this is 180 degrees. So let us go write a complete answer, which means for this example that I made here, true bearing will be 180 degrees plus, how many degrees we get here? 33 degrees plus 33 degrees. In total, I'm going to say 180 plus 33 degrees. An answer. So, as I was saying, grade 8, when you are going to say 180 plus 33 degrees, we are going to get what? 213, not 203. 213 degrees. Do not forget to put degrees. So this is all about true bearing. You will never go wrong if you follow my instruction. Thank you.